Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my video shows. My name is Harry James. We'll preview the next game on the schedule as Coach Switzer will help me introduce the Longhorns of Texas. Horns down, baby. Sorry, Eddie. With that being said, both teams come in struggling. Oklahoma's lost 2 straight. Texas has lost 1 straight, if you can call that straight. Which brings us to the Sooner Stumper for this week. When's the last time both Oklahoma and Texas lost a game before or going into the Red River rivalry? A couple of hints for you guys. It's a year that Texas, they lost to Baylor, and Oklahoma lost their conference game to TCU. What year was that? It was the same year, fellas. We'll tell you, plus we'll preview Texas OU 2020 next. Boomers in 1982. Don't go away!
We beat Texas!
Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. By the way, thanks, Coach. Alright, Sooner Stumper for this week. Let's get right to it. The last time that Oklahoma and Texas both lost the game going into the Red River rivalry, 2014. Tyrone Swoops was the quarterback for Texas. And, of course, Oklahoma, our quarterback, some guy you may have heard of, that later transferred to Texas A&M. That's Trevor Knight. The series history for the programs. Texas actually owns the series. Oklahoma trails in the series, meaning 48-62-5. It's not a lot. That's a lot. I'm sorry. That is a lot. That's almost 105 games. That's a lot of games, guys, that we trail by. But, however, the last time Texas won the series, their 62nd victory came 2 years ago. Remember this one, guys, don't you? The Kyler Murray game. Texas, Dicker the Kicker, 48-45. Won that one in the Cotton Bowl. Of course, as we all know, Oklahoma would later come back in 2018 and win the Big 12 championship. But that is not Oklahoma's most recent win in the series. Their most recent win in the series was last season, 2019, where Oklahoma just squeaked by Texas 34-27. Broadcast information for you. The game will be 11 a.m. on Big Fox. You can listen to the game on the Sooner Radio Network. My close and personal buddy, Toby Rowland, will be doing the play-by-play. Of course, he also does Sooner basketball and Sooner baseball for the Sooner Radio Network. He also does some work for Sooner Sports TV and is also a host of the TR1 The Morning Show on Sports Talk 1400 from 6 to 9, Monday through Fridays. Up there in the booth with him, usually just one man, as far as giving him the microphone and all that good stuff. That's Teddy Lehman. He does the color analyzing for the team. You can hear him also on Sports Talk 1400, but he's on from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. And helping on the sidelines, there's 2 guys on the sidelines, usually for the Sooners. Gabe Ikard and his franchise tags now with Big 12 Today on Sirius Satellite Channel 375 is on there from 3 to 5 with his sideline correspondent, helper, whatever you want to say. That's Chris Plank. Of course, as we talked about, Sooner Sports Today, Sirius Satellite Radio 375, 3 to 5. He's also on Sports Talk 1400 with his own show, The Plank Show, on Sports Talk 1400 from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sports Talk 1400, and is also on Fox Sports Radio National. Does that from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. on the weekends, particularly on Sundays. First, we'll break down the Oklahoma Sooners. Their head coach, Lincoln Riley. 45 games coached for the Sooners. Coach Riley has a 37-8 record in Norman. That is an 82% winning clip. 24-5 in 29 games in conference play. That is an 80% winning percentage. Has a 100% winning percentage in conference championship games. But is the big old niggle. 0 for 3 in bowl appearances. But there's a mulligan here. Kind of like we're kind of young this year, and that's kind of an excuse. You want an excuse there, guys? They are all college football playoff appearances. That's a lot. Divisional championships. There's quite a few of these for championship history for the Sooners. There is 8 South Division championships. And 1, 2, 3 more just when you finish 1 and 2 championship appearances. Qualifiers. We'll start with the South Championships. There's 8 of these. Go back to 2000, 02, 03, 04, 06, 07, 08, and 08. And 2010. Don't forget about that 2010 one. That's the big one. That's the last one before it came back. And when it came back in 2017, Oklahoma qualified for that. 17, 18, and 19. But you guys don't care about that, guys. Qualifying for it in divisional championships. No. You want the ring, baby. You want the bling. 12 of those. 2000, 2002, 04, 06, 07, 08, 2010. Now remember 2012. 2012 was when we tied with Kansas State and we both qualified for the championship. Oklahoma did get a ring for that. Got the outright titles back in 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. That's a lot. Speaking of 2019, a 2019 recap real quick for you. 12-2, 8-1 in Big 12 play. Tied for first place with Baylor, which is 1 loss, which qualified them and Baylor for the Big 12 championship, and Oklahoma beat them a second time. This time got 30-23 in Dallas Cowboys, Texas, the new Texas Stadium, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium, whatever you want to call it. That's what they did. Earned them the right in a new NFL arena in the Peach Bowl out in Atlanta. And, well, you could say that they went. They qualified. They qualified for a 63-28 drumming by Louisiana State University last season. But that's last year. That's last year, right? Let's talk about this year. Well, you really want to talk about this year? Well, 1-2. 0-2 in Big 12 play. The lone loss this season came against Missouri State. A 48-0 drumming of the Bears before taking on Kansas State and losing that one by a field goal, 38-35, loss came in Norman. And then lost to Iowa State on the road in Ames for the first time since 1960. Lost that one 37-30. Their offensive output for these games, well, guys, they're averaging 37.7 points per ball game. Points, I'm sorry. Now, yards is at 513.0 yards per ball game. What about giving up per ball game on defense? Well, they allow 25.0 points per ball game and 317.3 yards allowed per ball game for the Sooners of Oklahoma. Now let's preview the smug, arrogant Tom Herman and the Texas Longhorns. Unlike Lincoln Riley, Tom Herman didn't come right into Texas and earn the job. In fact, he spent 2 years at Houston, as Mike Steele would say, was there for 2015 and 2016 before coming to Texas in 2017 and is still there to this day. He's coached in 69 games. 69! That's right, Jerry Ramsey. 69 games and has a 49-20 record, 71% winning clip in that era. Conference games, now this is in Big 12 and in Conference USA, I believe is what they're in now, or American, I guess you should say now. Combined 45 games, 13-15. That is a 67% winning clip, but does have a 4-1 record in his bowl appearances, does Tom Herman. He's made one Big 12 Conference Championship appearance, has Tom Herman, 0-1 in that. Of course, that made that one in 2018, if you'll remember. But that's not all bad. Does have a couple more divisional championships also. Does Texas before Herman got there. Earned one in 1996. 3 years later, 99, 2001, 2002, 2008, and 2009 are the divisional championships. Now, 2002, you'll remember Oklahoma and Texas both qualified. Oklahoma ended up winning the outright championship. And then in 2018, Oklahoma and Texas Tech and Texas, all three tied. Oklahoma, we won the tiebreaker. We go on to Kansas City and do that. And it's qualified. But they do have 3 rings. 1, 2, 3. Not quite as many as 12 as we have, but 3. 1996, 2005, their national championship year, and 2009 with the Colt McCoy. 10 years later came 2019. Speaking of 2019, let's do a recap of 2019. What about 8-5 overall? 3-6 in Big 12 play. 5-4 in Big 12 play. Finished 3rd through 6th in that bubble area. 3rd through 6th. The other teams to finish with a 5-4 record to finish 3 through 6th. What about Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Iowa State, and Texas? Their bowl appearance last year with 8-5 overall record, that was Utah, and that was their 8th win. They got it in the Alamo Bowl against the Utah Utes, 38-10. That was all in 2019. Then came 2020, 2-1, 1-1 in Big 12 action. Won their season opener against UTEP, 59-3. Cool. Then was brought back a little bit more down to earth with a 63-56 victory over one of their many arch rivals in the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Got that one in overtime. Then were really brought down to earth and lost to their other in-state rival, TCU. Another Another knife in the wound to the Texas Longhorns. Did TCU take 33-31, won by 2 points over the Horns, this time in Austin. Offensive production and defensive production. Offensively, Texas is averaging about 51.0 points per ball game and 517.7 yards of offense, while defensively giving up 30.7 points per ball game and 337.0 yards per ball game are allowed by the defense. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You can catch this and all my other videos on YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also on Twitter at HypeManHarry, or on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care.